Hello everybody and welcome back to the Carson Kelly Games podcast. My name is Carson Kelly and hello. This episode will be quite short this month as of some stuff has changed. For example, earlier in the month, last episode 5, we talked about Talking Dogs Day. But as you know now, Talking Dogs Day did not happen. I delayed it due to some internal reasons to where I wanted to save some stuff for a later date, and I decided to altogether to delay Talking Dogs Day for a little while. But it will happen. I won't tell you when, it'll just happen. So stay tuned for the immediate Talking Dogs Day coming soon to share updates on all Talking Dogs projects, including books, comic books, coloring books, and more in the Talking Dogs series. Before we get into the nitty-gritty here of CKG Podcast Episode 6, I would like to confirm that the Carson Kelly Games podcast will return in 2024 for its second season. It will also be streaming on our video streaming and audio streaming platform, Project Blue. We're going to talk about Project Blue today. So as of today, we're about halfway through the year, or pretty much very deep into the year. So that is exciting. We're halfway through the year. It's very exciting. Got some exciting things to look forward to. We got the upcoming unveiling of Project Blue. I recently held a meeting where I invited some family and friends to experience Project Blue, and feedback was good, even for some partners as well who've seen the platform get developed and stuff over the last few months and stuff like that. So Project Blue has received good feedback. The unveiling for Project Blue will be happening this summer season, so stay tuned for that as we unveil the official name and all that cool stuff and platform details for Project Blue. I also would like to confirm today that this winter Project Blue will be launching on the web first, then it will come to the Apple and Roku ecosystems. On the Apple ecosystems, it will be available on iPad, iPhone, iMac, pretty much the entire Apple ecosystem. Development has also started recently on the Apple Vision Pro version of Project Blue, so that's very exciting, but I have no release date or release window to share with you on that. But I am very, very happy and excited to work on the Apple Vision Pro and bring Project Blue, our video streaming platform, to the Apple ecosystem in a broader way with their new headset, which got announced earlier this month. And it's very exciting and very cool. If you hear any noises in the background, it's me. As I am recording this, I am currently playing the latest game from Square Enix in Creative Business Unit 3, which is Final Fantasy 16. So it's a very cool game, very pretty game. The visual effects are amazing. But alright, we'll talk about Final Fantasy another day. Well, let's get back on topic here. We're 3 minutes in the podcast. And like I said, it's going to be a short podcast this month. It might not even be considered a podcast due to how short this episode will become. But I delayed Talking Dogs Day because I just wasn't fully ready yet to share what I have in store for you, the listeners and community and fans, well, soon-to-be fans of Talking Dogs. But I can confirm that later this year, both the Talking Dogs books, Phil's Big Adventure, Kelvin's Wish, and Glenn's Journey, and Phil's Big Adventure, Glenn's Journey, and Kelvin's Wish will all release on schedule. So that's exciting. They will be available in ebook, paperback, and hardcover. The books are very cool. I'm very happy with them. I am also happy to announce that a Talking Dogs art book is in the works, and that will release next year. You can expect a bunch of amazing artwork pieces, concept art, and early visions of what Talking Dogs is and what became. So that's very cool. I can't wait to share the Talking Dogs art book with you next year. More on that next year. Talking Dogs Into the Wilds is now a book. Previously a PSVR 2 game. I just felt like that story alone could be told in a different format. So earlier in the year, me and my partners decided to change it up and fully adapt it into a book beside its own little game. Maybe one day Talking Dogs Into the Wild story will be told in a video game format, but I believe for now it will be better off being told in a book story, which is a very key part and a strategic part in the CKG ecosystem and plans for the years to come. With over 30 projects in the works at the Carson Kelly Publishing, it is very awesome. Many of them have released already and are getting ready to be finalized and get prepared to be announced very soon, and I'm excited about that. But it depends when you are listening to this, because I am recording this very later in the month. This is probably one of the latest recordings I ever done for the CKG podcast due to all the stuff that's been happening and ongoing. I also apologize if my audio is quite low on this episode. It's because I am recording it very late at night. And that types of that also happened. Wait, hang on a second. My Amazon machine's going to go off in a second. Echo, volume 1. Alright, I had to turn that down because it was about to go off in a minute. I have some stuff to take care of after recording this. But yeah, guys, there's a lot to look forward to if you're a fan of my stuff. Carson Kelly Games and all that stuff. Yes, so later this year, later in the summer season, Project Blue will be fully unveiled to you, the world, in full details and everything like that. We talked a little bit about how Project Blue has just begun its development process for the Apple Vision Pro. That's all I will confirm with you today. But the Project Blue will be coming to the Apple ecosystem, including their latest announcement of the Apple Vision Pro. That's exciting. And also the Roku ecosystem, like the Roku TVs and monitors and all that stuff. More platforms as well, but when we get closer to their launches in the future, I will touch base on those. But this winter, Project Blue will launch on the web first. I believe I stated that a few times already, and not in just this episode, but in previous blogs and whatnot. But it's very exciting, and I can't wait for you to experience the Project Blue. I almost slipped up and said the name of the platform, but it's very exciting stuff ahead. Very cool. A lot of content is planned. I can confirm now, though, all season 1 episodes up until this point, and future episodes, including the season 2 episodes of the CKG podcast for season 2, will be available day 1 on the Project Blue platform. So that is very nice. This is a very cool step, and definitely part of my plan to help grow this Carson Kelly Games stuff. I mean, some stuff I would like to have released and stuff already, but some stuff just was not ready. But yeah, I also would like to confirm that the Dreamscape mobile games planned originally for this fall, they needed a bit more time in the oven because I was working on a lot of the books this year, and some stuff got put to the side just for a little bit, so that's okay. But the Dreamscape mobile games are planned now for next year at some point. I can't wait to tell you about those. They're very fun. One of them is inspired by one of my favorite mobile games, Temple Run and Subway Surfers, and another is inspired by those old... Well, I never got a chance to play those games, but I always liked seeing like gameplay of them, and hearing stories about them, like these old arcade type games, and it's like these space type. You fly like a spaceship and stuff. That's what it's inspired. There's a game out there. I just can't think of it. Yeah, I usually have a notebook on hand here with some stuff, but yeah, Dreamscape, Apocalypse, and Infinite are planned for next year. One is inspired by Temple Run and Subway Surfers. The other is inspired by those old 80s sci-fi space ship shooting games, so that's very cool. And they're all 2D games. They're both 2D, so that's very nice. I can't wait to get those mobile games out there next year, alongside with Talking Dogs Jack's Story. That's a little mobile game, very short and sweet. You play as a dog named Jack the Bull Terrier. You'll also meet Jack the Bull Terrier in future Talking Dogs books. So yeah, you'll be seeing Jack a lot in the future. Jack the Bull Terrier, very interesting character. in the Talking Dogs realm. But yeah, we got Talking Dogs, Jack's Story, Dreamscape Infinite, and Apocalypse are set to release next year on mobile devices. I will not talk about... I know the big question is, for people who are listening, when is Talking Dogs the game coming? I am still working on it. I keep adding stuff to it. I keep removing some stuff, and I keep changing up this stuff and adapting it and making it better each and every day. I am on it, playing it, testing it, and creating it alongside many other things. But do not expect any Talking Dogs game information until the inevitable, I can't pronounce this word, but the inevitable Talking Dogs Day, which is coming soon. It'll just happen one day. You'll see a bunch of blog posts. I won't announce it. It'll just happen. So that's very exciting to look forward to. And of course, we got a little franchise called Starfall. I would like to confirm again that there's no games in development for the Starfall series. There's a lot of books in development for Starfall. There's a lot of stuff in development for the Starfall series. No games though. The only games right now that are in the works and are about to be done is the Talking Dogs game. That is at the tail end. It is in a long post-production. I will say that. It's been a long post-production for Talking Dogs, the game. Followed by Talking Dogs 2, which is in the middle stages. I work on that side by side with Talking Dogs. The Talking Dogs 3 New Horizons, I will say, is pretty much still in pre-production. I haven't touched that in a little bit, but I am. Once Talking Dogs 1 is I finalize it and get it out the door, I will simultaneously work on both Talking Dogs 2 and Talking Dogs 3 next to each other, neck and neck, pretty much, like I did with Talking Dogs 1, where I was working on 1 and 2 at the same time. Then after that, I don't know where we would go. I have a plan, but I don't want to share it yet. It's too early. But I would like to also mention the mobile game front again. Dreamscape, Apocalypse, Infinite, and Talking Dogs, Jack's Story are currently scheduled for 2024. And that is exciting. But yeah, it's an exciting few years ahead for Carson Kelly Games. And for my partners, I am very, very appreciative of my global partners, especially at PlayStation. They help a lot, and they help contribute and make Carson Kelly Games better. Even though Carson Kelly Games is one man, me, they still help a lot with stuff. I will not say publicly, but they are a great partner. As well as Apple and a few other partners that we keep quiet. But it's an exciting time ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Just to sum up everything we talked about today, we talked a little bit about the Talking Dogs Day and how I delayed it for a little while. But I will be updating you all very soon on all Talking Dogs projects, from games, books, comic books, coloring books, accessories, clothing, apparel, the whole 9 yards. Talked about Dreamscape, Apocalypse, Dreamscape Infinite, and the Talking Dogs Jack's Story mobile game. And, of course, the big launch this year happening, Project Blue, which is the video streaming and audio streaming platform that I have been creating for a long time now. It's where it's going to be, where it's coming to platform-wise, and when it's getting its unveil and release date. It will be going live this winter season, winter 2023, and its unveiling will be happening this summer season. So stay tuned to all CKG social channels on Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and of course our website and our daily blog, CKG blog. Formerly just called the news page, but now I went back to blog. I feel like blog is more personal, and it just sounds better. I don't know, news just sounds more, it doesn't seem just interesting. So the blog page is now blog again. So yeah, guys, thank you all for listening. I'm very excited and happy to deliver some exciting news on all fronts to everybody soon, across all CKG projects. I don't want to say the next episode will be longer, because every time I do, the episode's shorter than I originally planned on my notebook I have when I'm playing some stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this 15-minute episode. Thank you for listening. If you got the full through, got through it. And yeah, We are 6 months in to the year. A lot has happened during the year. A lot of changes, which is good. I'm very happy about that. An exciting future is ahead. And I am looking forward to seeing everything grow and develop. And I can't wait to look back on these episodes someday and say, hey, we did pretty damn good. But my name is Carson Kelly, the creator of the Talking Dogs, Starfall, and Dreamscape series, and whatever I decide to create next in the future. I am also the creator and founder, CEO and founder of Carson Kelly Games, even though I don't like using that title, because it just sounds weird. It's just me. It's just me, Carson, talking to you and whoever is listening in the World Wide Web. Thank you for listening to the Carson Kelly Games podcast, and if you don't already know, the Carson Kelly Games podcast will return in 2024 in a more larger format, including episodic releases on the Project Blue video and audio streaming platform. And yeah, thank you for listening. Stay tuned for future episodes at CKG Podcast. And we will be back again in July for the 7th episode of the CKG Podcast. Make sure to hit that like button. Please rate this month's episode. And I can't wait to see you guys in the future for future episodes, deep dives, analysis, and so much more on Carson Kelly Games and what I am doing. Thank you again. Remember, my friends, take care, stay safe, reach for the stars. Goodbye, folks. Peace.